Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Boruto episode 235. So, last episode we had the start of the attack, or well, I guess technically the episode before we had the start of the attack, but the Funado clan is making a move. They are these pirates that the leader of was captured and imprisoned, and now the sun came and broke him out. He is now free, and they took off for now. They're capturing all the islands around the land of water, seemingly, and our team five. Yeah, Team 5 is in trouble because they were on a mission on one of the islands, and now our kids are going there to try to help them if they need help. So, and we have two of our previous enemies. Oh, wait, no. We have all three, right? I think Buntan, Kyoho, and Hebiichigo. So, it'll be interesting to see whether they stay on our side. I hope they do. I think that'd be really cool, especially if like the others are out there. I think it would be really cool for these ones to stay. If it was all 7 swordsmen, I'd be like, okay, yeah, some of these guys aren't gonna be, some of these guys aren't gonna stay at the very least. But yeah, man. And then we had that drunk boat captain driving them off. But all right, let's get started, shall we? We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. You land raised, brat. Just gotta play it cool. Listen. Well, shit. Well, that was fast. Let's take this ship. Where are the pirates now? Oh, man, guys. I just got done watching a My Hero Academia episode that was insane. And I'm still affected by it. I don't even know. The episode was so crazy. I don't want to say like a number or anything, so that way I don't give you guys anticipation. But the what's it called? I almost didn't record this tonight because after I finished that one, I was just so. I mean, I'm talking past tense. I am so drained from that episode. Oh man, I hope nothing like crazy and dark happens this episode on Boruto. I need some light fun, even though this arc doesn't really spell light fun. We do have this great song though, which has lightened my spirit slightly. They just take your ship. He's loaded. Shut up, Boruto! But this guy just gave me money. Stop talking! Someone's gonna make a noise. Kawaki. God damn it, Kawaki. Boruto's reaction. Huh? Seriously? Leaf headband. Oh shit. We're gonna take his vote. Oh. Oh, he's got nitros! Yeah! I doubt it's nitros, but it was just funny. That's like a very like Fast and the Furious thing where they like kick open a thing and hit a button, right? God damn it, Kawaki. Well, this guy was about to break the boat. He just got hit by his own hammer. Oh. Okay, we saw that mark before. Oh my god. They are quite literally Suicide Squad. That is crazy. Well, they might not be as reformed as I thought. I thought it was more by choice. But I guess it's a process, right? Damn. Nice. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it is good to try to think of, like, what they could be wanting. Rather than just assuming they hurt people just because, or they just do this just because. Probably an overall reason or a goal they have. I think that might be what they were trying to get at. Well, shit. Just Boruto stream everyone to shore. It does make sense. Alright. Full moon. There's a lot of time between there and what she just said. Before it rises directly above. But I guess I could just wait, right? Be all covered in salt water. Not even wet. Some shinobi magic shit. Just pull this guy into the ocean with your arm. Oh. You knock him out with a snake, that works too. I love when anime don't even try, though. They're like in water, and their hair, their outfits, everything is just perfect still. Trying to think if they have any jutsu that would let them do that, but it doesn't matter. A lot of anime do that, though. Doesn't bother me that much. Hmm. Oh, do we get to see them? Or did they get away? They're not captured? A trap. Okay, so the Leaf researchers were captured, but they got away. Do they still have them? Oh, the enemy took them. Alright. Maybe they will meet up with our other kiddos. Are they gonna recognize the thing? That voice. Oh, turned it on. Can he use the controller now? But he can't see what he's doing with it, right? Are they gonna jump this guy? Or they're just gonna make him pass out? Can you talk through it? Oh shit! It's peeing on you! Or follow it. Don't grab it, follow it. Maybe it'll go back to them? What is it doing? I agree. It's just like an autopilot mode? Jeez. I love how Mitsuki's so chill. Was it grabbing some gold? Is that what it was doing? Oh. They're luring it out with some of the gold? Nice. I didn't know they had an autopilot thing like this. Hmm. It's gonna lead them to them. Don't land in the trap, though. They set up a trap, right? Oh, shit. Good catch. Hey. How does he get the info? How did he know how to control it to get here? Maybe it has like a camera that we haven't seen yet. I mean, we did see through its vision, right? So it has some form of vision. These guys. Oh man. I mean, I knew there'd be conflict between the two. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Interesting. They were supposed to find another ship or something, right? In the process? Or maybe they're gonna do that after they... Oh shit! Well, that's not good. A storm? Or an enemy? Oh god. Is it the big ship that was with them before? Well shit, why is it here? Jeez, it's like glowing down there, but I guess it's to show us perspective so we can see it. Yep. That's that huge thing we saw at the very beginning of this arc in the water with them, right? In the fog. Jeez. How do people not know? I mean, I guess the ocean is a vast place, right? But how do you hide that thing? Is this the same song? Did I just never pay attention to the song well enough? Okay, I think this is. I was probably like a lot of episodes I probably talk at the very beginning of that and I don't sit there and listen to it. I just didn't remember the beginning of the song. All right. Cool. That is it, guys, for episode 235. That was a good one. Nothing too crazy happened, which I'm kind of glad. It gave me a nice little breather after that My Hero episode. But we had our characters get here with one little scuffle running into another boat, and they ended up just kind of what I thought, just like throw them in the water and leave. Right? That was basically like what I was thinking in my head, and then they ended up just trying to pay him off, but then ended up doing that anyway. Freaking Kawaki. Like, I understand being sick and needing the air and everything, but Jesus, like, my guy, you need to follow directions a little more. Like, I don't know. Because, like, he wouldn't have died. I guess at worst he would have thrown up in that cramped space, right? And they were all talking. Maybe the throwing up would be too loud, but it seems like they were all talking louder than his throwing up would be. It'd be gross, but at least it wouldn't have blown their cover. But, I mean, assuming that they got that big sack of money back, at least they didn't lose the money. That was a lot of money, it seemed like, that they were about to hand off. But yeah. And then the ship can go faster, granted only for a limited amount of time, or else the engine would have blown. But yeah, that was pretty cool. We had the kind of what I expected when we knew that these former Seven Swordsman people were coming on the mission. Was I expected to have some griping between the two, especially like I feel like maybe with the setup of this, I wasn't sure which way they were gonna take it. I thought either the Buntan and them were gonna pretend to be good and then turn on us later, or this episode what they did was they came out of the gate being like, you know, seemingly evil, but then we could see a moment where they save us and really show their redemption. And I feel like after this episode, I feel like that's where we're going. I don't think that they're gonna act this way and then just betray us, and it's gonna be like, oh, yep, well, we saw this coming, right? I imagine it's gonna be something where they surprise us by having the characters do something to really help, where they might be all about like, oh, your friends might already be dead, you know, and all the stuff that they were talking shit about this episode, and there will be a moment where they probably save someone like Boruto or Sarada or something like that, and they really step up. So, but they quite literally are the Suicide Squad. Like, Suicide Squad are, I haven't seen the movies. I know of them from like Arrow and stuff like that. It's like they have like a similar thing where they mention it and stuff like that. And I've just heard people talk about it and all that, where they put these bombs like in their head, so that way if they ever try to do anything bad again or anything like that, they're like condemned prisoners essentially that then get out and can act on their own essentially under orders. But if they go off and do something they're not supposed to, if they, you know, hurt innocents that they're not supposed to and stuff like that, they could just detonate it and blow up their heads. And quite literally here, these guys have something attached to their heads that will blow up if he does like a certain hand sign, they'll blow up. So it's incredibly Suicide Squad, but pretty cool also. I kind of wish it was like, I mean, they did set it up later in the episode that they had the chance to leave with Shizuma and they didn't. So he likes to think that they did it for good reasons, and I like to think that too. But there's the possibility that they didn't, and also I like the idea of them coming to help, like, of their own choice, but I don't know. Like, I understand the need for a safety net, like the bombs in their head, but I feel like it's more of them being forced and controlled to come here than it is them being like, yeah, we want to help, we want to be redeemed. But I guess so far they haven't said anything about wanting to be redeemed. That's just Kagura's hope. They still haven't really said why they stayed. It's only Kagura assuming, so but yeah, it's interesting. I'm curious to see where they go with it, and I'd like to get to know these characters a little more. That'd be kind of neat if we did get some story on them and all that. So, like, they set up the idea that Boruto helped, Shizuma led Kagura down a path of evil, and Boruto saved him from it. We don't know really the past of Buntan or anything. I don't think. I cannot remember the old arc enough to know. Like, I don't know whether we got their backstories, like Buntan, Hebiichigo, and Kyoho. I don't know if we got a backstory for them back then. I can't remember enough if we did. But that very well could be something that we end up getting, and we find out that they were led down a path of evil by Shizuma as well, and maybe it does help with their redemption and stuff like that. But we now know, we obviously knew it was like a big mission that was undertaken in order to capture Arami, but what we didn't know, or either I might have missed it, is that the Mizukage was there as well. I'm sure there was others that helped, but I'm sure the Mizukage had a big hand in taking down Arami, which is also adding to the scary nature of this man, is that it took the leader of that nation, one of the strongest in their nation, in order to take him down. So I wonder what it's going to take this time to take him down, But I liked what Mitsuki and, mainly Kawaki had to say, where, like, even scum have, like, reasons and stuff like that. So, like, I don't know fully. I think I kind of, I'm going to be completely honest, I think I kind of spaced out at a little bit of that conversation. At least, like, the beginning of it. I don't know if they were trying to imply that these guys just murder for the hell of it, and they don't have any kind of goal. They're just pirates that take over places and kill, kind of thing. And then that's what led Kawaki to be like, well, all scum have, or, like, even scum have reasons for what they do. And I do think it's a good idea, as I said during the episode, that it's a good idea to have, like, try to understand what they're doing. Don't just assume they're doing all this willy-nilly. They must have a grander plan, kind of thing, right? Other than just recovering Arami. So, but yeah, we now have Sarada and Mitsuki met up with Team 5, which is cool. We did learn that the Leaf researchers have been captured. I'm sure we're going to have to try to get them back as well. But now we have the situation where this giant-ass ship is headed straight for them, seemingly. I mean, that giant-ass ship can't get too close to that island, right? Like, you gotta stay pretty far away, because it, obviously an island is gonna slowly get shallower as you get closer, and a ship that big has to stay in deep waters. So, but we'll see. I'm curious, like, why they're heading to this island. Are they heading to this island, or are they just passing by, right? Like, what's the reason? I can't imagine they're coming all this way for Kagura or the kids, or, so what is it about this island that they're doing, if they are in fact coming directly to this island, So I'm intrigued. But yeah, the little robot was interesting, being able to, like, seemingly had, like, a defense mode where if it somehow knew that it was, like, under attack or something. And I don't know, I was trying to think, like, because the bad guy didn't really attack it, but apparently it doesn't have a way to sense that, like, these are Leaf Shinobi, right? Like, it'd be cool if it could scan and see their, like, headbands and would deactivate, so it wouldn't, like, fight them, but that didn't end up being the case. And nimble little thing. It was pretty cool, but I mean, it really isn't that big of a deal. I don't even know why I'm mentioning it, but I do wonder how Denki was able to control it, because that controller didn't have any kind of screen, and we didn't see any kind of screen in sight. Yet he was able to press those buttons and make the thing run all the way from where they are all the way back to the cave without having any kind of visuals on where it is. Like, how do you know like which direction it needs to face and stuff like that? I can only imagine that there was a screen they just didn't show us where he was able to like look through its eyes, because they also walked up to the front of the cave. They weren't like ready to fight, worried about who it is and stuff like that. They were like there and smiling, and they didn't just let the trap be triggered, right? They, granted, I mean, they noticed the trap anyway, but they kind of just walked up casually. So I imagine they knew that they were leading Mitsuki and Sarada to the cave purposefully. So I imagine they had some way to know what was happening, from the robot's vision and everything. So, but it was just interesting that they just chose not to animate that. But I guess it's also along the lines of choosing to not have Sarada and Mitsuki be soaking wet and stuff like that seconds after they get out of the ocean, right? But like I said, unless there is some kind of way that they can jutsu dry themselves, but I don't really remember seeing anything like that, except for like, maybe someone with like wind style could do it, but I mean, neither of them really use wind style all too much, unless like she copied Boruto's stream in order to like blow dry them or something like that, because she does have the Sharingan. But like I said, I imagine there's not an explanation for it, unless I'm mistaken, but I imagine it's just an anime thing, right? Like, we see that all the time in a lot of different anime where characters jump out of the water and they're like, they look just like they did when they went in the water. But it doesn't really bother me. It doesn't really take anything away from the story. It was just something I noticed, right? But yeah, fun little episode. I'm looking forward to seeing how our characters' relationship with the swordsman, grow as they, get into combat with each other and everything. Does it get worse before it gets better? Does it even get better? I feel like it probably will. But yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed, as usual. If you want more stuff from me, there's early access on my Patreon, which will give you 2 more episodes. There's also my Patreon show section, tier, I guess I should call it, where you can get access to shows that aren't even released yet. Like, I've released the first episode of Lucifer now, probably a few more by the time this episode comes out, but the rest of Lucifer is on there. I started Better Call Saul on there now, too. Tribe 9 is on there, and Season 2 and whatever's released of Season 3 at this point of Mob Psycho is on there as well. So if you're interested in more content, check that out. Supports what I do, and I very much appreciate it. And I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.